line at the top of my screen and drag it up so that it's big.
Turn the microphone on, Mommy's TV, baby. We're about to make it trending. Trending everything at every time. You know what it is?
For the difficult assignment, I wrote it down and took a picture trying to submit the assignment, but it's not letting me, saying that this file is not installed.
Don't touch it, don't switch it, stay tuned. It's trending.
It's trending, baby. You only need to submit the model for Q&A and competency. Oh, okay. Thank you for
Turn the microphone on, Mommy's TV, baby.
I'm not sure
We're
why
about to make it trending.
Shadrach,
The music and I'll get it.
thank you for Shadrach.
Aladdin, go live. The music is down.
I'm trying to go on the social media to see maybe we are connected with people right there watching us right now. I'm back again this week, and I'm as one of the biggest guests in the building. Before I go to talk about my guests, just be looking at his handsome face like that. Let me say a big shout out to people that watched this show last week. Let me say a big shout out to our sponsors, people who have been trying to support us, putting money down to let us come live every week. Let me say a big shout out to Ellen Depo. That is Big Mama right there. She's one of our sponsors. They're putting money down to support this platform. Let me say a big shout out to Discovery Home in Houston, Texas. Shout out to Discovery Home in Houston, Texas. They have been a very great supporters of this platform. I really appreciate it. So today, I'm going to be introducing my guest to you, one of the biggest fish in Hollywood industry. And I will say a big shout out to Kemi Kuka. Shout out to Trendy Makeover. Shout out to C&Ho Weeks. Shout out to Air Rookie. And shout out to Beautiful Bronze by TYTY. Shout out to Club Kalakutan in Indianapolis. Shout out to yeah, I'm back. I think my phone is kind of hanging right now. Am I good? Okay.
Your video is not moving. Your video is not moving.
I'm not moving the video. I think the video is paused on my Zoom. I don't know why. Let me see. But it's good. Maybe it's from the studio, or I don't know.
No.
From my side.
No. Fajo is okay. It's from your hand. So
maybe because I try to go live on the same phone.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah. What about now?
Turn on your camera.
You have to use another phone.
Okay.
You can't do it.
I'll just go back. Let me go and read. Let me just go. Okay, we're good now. I can just see myself. And shout out to Zilly Merrick, shout out to Deco by Dakota, and shout out to Eniloge. But I can't see my guests. Are we good? And I'm trying to go to the Facebook to see the situation right there on Facebook. Okay. So today we have something very, very important to talk about, and I believe you guys are ready to be with us. Yeah, I can see my guest right now. I think we're good to go right now. So this is my brother right here.
Probably just live here.
She has been a very great supporter. So, Mr. Father Joe, please, can you let our guests, can you introduce yourself to our guests before we go on?
Okay, this is Father Joe, Fado to the JOE, Nigerian international music artist and the best of Nollywood, live from Houston, Texas.
Wow. I was live in Houston right there.
Well, life is as good as being in Lagos, Nigeria.
Yeah, that's cool. And before I go to start today's business, today's program, today's platform about, this is Mommy's TV and it's Trending Talk Show. And all we do right here in this platform is talk about what is trending. First of all, let me go into your own business before I start my own business. How do you come up with that movie? Your latest movie, Trending. It's trending right now, and I want to talk about it before we go into the today's program.
Well, I love epic movie. I love the story, the African story. It's always beautiful. It's always colorful. It's cultural. It's the best thing that happened to us until we, imbibe the Western world into everything we're doing, and things are different. It tells the story of how our forefathers were living with their women, and the Ifas were talking, and things were going well in the community. So it's a story of our forefathers, of how they run their kingdom in those days, where they will have 2, 3, 4 wives. The crisis where woman fighting and all that. It started a long time ago. It didn't just start just now, where a woman don't want, a man to bring in another woman. So all of these stories, and we bring stories of deceit, stories of men cheating men, women cheating men. All of this we put together to tell a story for everyone to enjoy. Eru Baba Oba, the part 1 is out and it's trending. Over 75,000 views right now. And we're dropping part 2 by the end of this month for people to see the concluding story. Beautiful.
Wow. And that actually bring a very huge attention. When I say Eru Baba Oba, how can Eru be Baba Oba? It's going to be a very great movie, and I can't wait to watch that movie today, like for real. Because when I say Eru Baba Oba, how do you come up with that title?
We're looking at a unique story. Looking at the story in the beginning, we wanted to give it another title, Alani Oloro. We were like, well, Alani Oloro, it's not a Jagrida Gone movie. So let's leave that out of it.
Right.
Now, this Eru has been the Eru of the kings, and so many kings have died in this Eru's hand. So it is the man that knows the story. That is the man that is like the oracle that the king always goes to for everything, in the palace. So we feel, let's pull the story and make that the title. Because everything that happens, every fight, everything, the man was always there to back up the king, to advise the king. And the success of the king, of course, comes from the advice and the support of the Eru, the slave. And that's why we give it that title, Eru Baba Oba.
That's great. That's great. So before I go into the next thing, I want to ask you about the movie. In case you don't know people that are watching us right now, you can go on YouTube channel, Mommy's TV, to join us and share and subscribe. So when we drop a new video, you can see our update. And the next one I want to ask you before I started the program for today is, do you have any, do you want to throw out the platform people can actually go and watch this movie?
This movie can be seen live on YouTube. You don't just go to YouTube and put Eru Baba Oba. That will be the first thing that's going to pop up on YouTube, on Akpata TV. But once you get on YouTube, you don't have to subscribe. It's live on YouTube right now. People are watching. 1,000 people are watching, per minute.
Wow, that's great. That's great. And I can't wait to be part of the people that are watching. So today, because the show is Trending Talk Show, and the thing that we discuss right here on this platform is what is trending in the community, in the society, in the whole world. Updates. A lot of things is trending, but the one we are talking about today is what we're going to be talking about, because we can't talk about everything that is trending. So today, our topic is DNA controversy. First of all, what do you think? How can we handle these situations? I haven't been in that shoe, but it's not something I pray for to happen to somebody even close to me, close of myself. What are the causes? What are the things that we can use to handle it?
Brother, the DNA controversy has been there. You know, even when our forefathers, you know, were still alive. It is not something that started today.
Right.
But the problem today is that it's worse today than it was during our forefathers. Because during our forefathers, you know, we have Ogun, we have Songo, we have Oya. So our women there are a little bit more careful. Because if you remember, when they have kids, then they will take it to Ogun to go and drop inside water, or soon throw the child inside water. If the child comes back alive, that means it's the true child of the owner.
Right.
So because of that fear of this, my child can be taken to Ogun, can be taken to Oya, and it's an instant death, instant reaction. If the woman has gone to do something bad, anything can happen to the woman right there. She could be struck dead by Ogun, by Ashango. Because of that, the fear was there in our foremothers for not doing much of, you know, sleeping around when they are with another man. But because of that has been there. But it becomes worse these days because we have, you know, the son, the Oguns, the Songos, and now we just carrying Bible. So anybody can hold Bible up and lie. There is nothing there again there's nothing scared, there's nothing to fear the woman. So right now, they just want to do it. They want to live like every other person. They want to drive Benz like their friends without knowing what their friends is doing. They want to also post on the internet that they just, you know, buy a new house. They want to buy, you know, Bond Street. So all of this is the greed that we have right now is making not all our women, but a lot of them, you know, to go into this, you know, area where, especially the married woman who is married at home, but maybe because you want to buy a Bond Street, the man you have cannot buy you a Bond Street, and you want to join gang of your friends who are, you know, wearing latest, then they start sleeping around. Yet you have a husband at home, so you sleep around, you come home to sleep. So when the baby is out, well, it still look like the woman or looks like the man, but the baby will look at somebody anyway. So right. There's no Songo, there's no Oya anymore. So if not for the fact that some of us are in this part of the world where DNA is required for a couple of things, there are a lot of, you know, children in our country back home that if they start doing DNA today in Nigeria, you can be surprised that 40% or up to 60% of children does not belong to the man that they claim to be their father. Because so much greediness among our women, you know, like we see on the internet. Some come, they lie, I just bought this house, use another person's house to post, it's my new house. Some use another person's car to post, it's my new car. And by the time you now see them in real life, they are riding Okada around.
And that's
some of them wants to use iPhone 11 with no job. They have no job at hand. So somebody that wants, even me, that's in America, if I buy an iPhone 11, I go look and wear to whether I go pay for them.
Afford it.
Much less of someone in Nigeria that has no job. A girl in Nigeria that has no job. I want to use iPhone 11. So what thing go happen? You go work anyhow now. And when you go work anyhow, the man that wants to sleep with you will dictate the tune. You're not going to say, I'm married, you. I beg, use condom. No. It is the one that wants to give you money.
Right?
So he will dictate. Maybe he's going to use condom or not. And most of them will not use condom.
They will not.
And when they do finish, they go back home to the house of, they say, the poor man who is just trying to make ends meet. There's a story I'm writing about this issue. You know, beautiful story. So maybe we'll talk about it later. And I want us to pull out beautiful story about DNA controversy, women, greed, and all of that. The story I'm writing I'm going to finish it very soon.
All right.
So all of this greed is what is making some of these women to do all these things. That they are at home, they are not satisfied with what the man has. They want something else. They want to wear gold. They want to they want to be seen that, oh, okay, that new clothes that is out, me too, I buy him.
I'm wearing it.
I've been wearing it. I buy Venza. I'm on Adidas. I'm on Gucci and all that. So all of this is making it's it's a pure greed.
They forget where they are coming from. They forget it.
At all. They want to be like Dangote, but they're forgetting that Dangote started from somewhere.
Yeah.
From walking with no slippers.
That's deep.
But our guests these days, they want to jump from nothing to everything. And that is why you see all of these things rampant within our community, within our women, that we just sleep around because there's no Songo, there's no Oya anymore.
Wow. I feel you. And okay, let me say a big shout out to people watching us right now. You are live on Mommy's TV on Training Talk Show. And my guest is Father Joe, Hollywood actor and an artist. Right now, I have people watching me on YouTube channel. Shout out to you guys. And I have someone watching me right now on Facebook, Sonny Nathan. Please share and let people see that we are live right here. Yeah. Second thing I look at is when I look at the whole scenario of what is going on. There's a story of a lady trending right now with a man, which they said the lady slept with his boss at work.
Okay.
And he got 2 kids for this guy. And when this guy gets to know that this happens, right now as I'm talking, the guy is late already.
Yeah.
And the lady is here in America. And when I started listening to people, because people will say some things, and people will build their own story about what they hear, right? For me, I try to follow her with the whole thing, both left and right, social media. I even have a lady that knows that guy in Dallas.
Okay.
That when the guy came here 2 years ago, they are together. And they are like sister and brother in area. So what I want to talk about, so I hear something 3 days ago that the man that have those 2 kids, the FCMB manager that have those 2 kids, bought them a house as a gift on their wedding day and a car. What do you want to say about that? Like a man just pop up, my wife to be boss bought us house and a car on our wedding day. Don't you think there's supposed to be something trigger? There's a chemistry around there. A lot of men accept some things because maybe they are greedy based on what you said. When you say greed, it can come from both sides.
Of course.
So maybe the guy actually know that something is going on. I haven't hear maybe that one is a real story because I asked that lady that I know in Dallas that I hear this about when they do marriage that this man actually bought them a house and a car. Is that true? She said she didn't know maybe that one happens. But what I'm saying is a lot of women right now, based on the way the life you are living now, I like the way you carry us back to the olden days. Because as I'm talking to you, my own dad have 8 wives and 32 kids. And we all live together in the same compound. And I'm very sure 100% there's no bastard. So I think in the olden days, they have a lot of fears. But now that the white people have come to buy our culture, they kill our tradition, they've changed everything around. So I want, Father Joe, I want you to place, what do you got to say about this? If it is true that FCMB man bought those family house and car.
Aladdin, this is one problem to start with.
Okay.
The man in question is dead. So people are going to create different stories around him.
Story.
And it's not alive for him to defend it. When something happened, we are looking for who to blame. So, okay, how do we blame the man? Oh, the man saw it coming, or he didn't do, or we are looking for how to put blame on the dead man to say, oh, he allowed it. But the fact is, the answer to your question will be in 2 ways.
All right.
First and foremost, it is possible that it is an handwriting that the guy didn't notice. How can your boss give you a whole house and everything for your wedding? Some people, they must say, but that should be, something wrong there that you'll have sent that there's something wrong there. But then, if you look at it from the other angle, it might be that this guy has been a very good guy at work. It might be that he's very close to his boss, that ordinarily he will have watched the same thing that the boss did.
Right.
It might even be that the guy might be the runs man guy for the boss. And the boys and the boss feel, oh, now that you're doing your wedding, you'll be my guy in everything. If I did babe, now you arrange them. If I want to arrange anything for office, now you do them. If I want even sneak money out of this bank, now your account that they use. So all of these things, we don't know it. It can be happening.
Yeah.
So you might make this guy so close to the boss that giving him a house may not be a red flag because he's so close and he knows that ordinarily between him and the boss, he deserves it. But the unfortunate thing is that he's not alive to tell us this part of the story.
Right.
So, and that is why we are putting that blame on him. Oh, the boss gave them a house at their wedding. Why didn't he see it was a red flag? No, we cannot completely, give that judgment until we hear from the guy. If he can wake up and say, see what happened.
Right.
So that is where we can be able to judge him. But right now, whether the man gave a house, he gave a car, he gave anything, is it right for a woman that you're working in the same place, you are married, you are making money, your husband is making money? What are you looking for again? That you are sleeping, that you are messing around with your boss. What are you looking for again? Obviously, your man is not poor. He's a banker like you.
Right.
Obviously, you are not poor. A banker like you are also a banker.
Right.
If you press the woman deep, she might say, okay, maybe the boss threatened me, or if I don't do it, I'm going to sack you. I'm going to sack your husband. That might be another defense from the woman. So there will be a lot of defenses, but all those defenses are not enough for you to continue sleeping with your boss in the office and also going home to sleep with your man. It is not. It is not explainable.
It's not. No excuse.
We are only using her as an example. There are other women out there that are doing the same.
Yeah,
they are still doing it as we are talking right now. Do you know how many families have been broken when they go to embassy, do DNA, and out of 3, now only 1 be the man own. Out of 2, now only even So all of these things is wrong, especially when you are married. Once you have chosen a man, stay with him. If not small toto you get, manage him. If you get big, you see him before you marry him.
Right.
If not only Gary can offer you, you love it. You love it with that Gary. Drink. 2 of you can grow together to eat pounded yam tomorrow. But we are in a hurry. We just want to be like your friend. I'll give you women. Some women are so dangerous. I'll give you an instance. A friend was telling me that she was asking her friend, why did you invite this man to your house to come and stay in your house for 1 or 2 days? You even introduced him to your husband. The other woman said, our friend said, well, by the time I introduce them to each other, my husband will suspect because he will see him say they are even be friends. That is how some women can be dangerous.
Dangerous.
Not all, but some. And they are in the majority every day. The Instagram, the social media is influencing us more and more to do evil.
You're right.
So it is a sad story. It is something that is
it's a sad story. It's a sad story. And I really like your response. I like the way you are, everything you're talking about has been on point. Well, let me say a big shout out to people watching me right now. We are still live on Mommy's TV on Trending Talk Show. And my name is Aladdin. And I got Sonny Nathan. She said, please, my brother, nowadays, not all gifts are acceptable. We men need to be wise up. That's true. And I got one of my mom right here, Biodun Ogunlano. She said, just like you said, there are greedy men like there are greedy women. Yeah. And she said, nǹkan táwọn ẹlòmíì máa ń jẹ kò jẹ́ kán gbọ́n, right? And she also said, Biodun Ogunlano also said, Aladdin, kí ló ṣe tó fi feel pé you deserve a house from a man. Do not put all the blame on women. We are not putting blame on women, but what we are trying to say, and what Fernando is trying to say is there's no any excuse, no any reason for any woman that said, I will marry this person, they take you to the altar, for better for worse, and you go out there to have 2 kids. Oh my God.
There's no excuse.
It's sad. It's sad.
There's no excuse.
The most painful thing of this whole scenario is the guy is not alive. And do you believe that this lady ran down here in America, she moved down to America and she filed domestic violence against that guy. So the guy will not come to America.
So imagine, so that's another story.
It's deep. That's another story right there. Yeah. So you know, I won't lie to you. I won't lie. I'm not the kind of person that will come to the social media and be performing. Maybe I'm not going through something too. A lot of men are going through trauma.
Of course.
A lot of men are going through trauma that they cannot come out. They are not bold enough to come and say it outside. If you hear something that some men are going through in their life, you will pity them. But this is my question. This is my next question, Mr. Fadijo. I'm very happy with someone that is very, very intelligent, someone who have experience in life generally, someone who know what life is. He's a story writer, a movie writer, an actor. He know what he's talking about. Do you think, as of now, that the life we are living right now, DNA is not important at the best?
DNA is important to everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody. That we're doing DNA does not mean that I don't trust my wife.
Right?
Because I know that, you know, everything we do, we bring culture to it.
Yeah, too much.
When you talk about DNA, some people say, DNA care. You don't believe I'm the one that gave you think I was sleeping around? It is not.
It is not.
The world we find ourselves now, okay, when we go to the embassy and they ask us for DNA, do we tell them, does the kids not look like me? No. Right. We go ahead.
That is serious right there. And right now, it's Mommy's TV and it's Trending Talk Show. I want us to go on a few minutes technical check, and we're going to be coming back. And I have some questions I want to ask you, and I want you to tell I want to advise some married men at home. Give me some minutes. Let me go on a technical check, and I'll be back right now, Mr. Fadijo.
Oh yeah.
Don't touch it, don't switch it, stay at home. It's trending.
It's trending, baby. It's Mommy's TV.
Turn the microphone on, Mommy's TV, baby. We're about to make it trending. Trending, trending. Trending with another time. You know what it is?
It's trending, baby.
Don't touch it, don't switch it, stay at home. It's trending.
It's trending, baby. It's Mommy's TV.
Turn the microphone on, Mommy's TV, baby. We're about to make it trending. Trending, trending. Trending with another time. You know what it is?
It's trending, baby.
Don't touch it, don't switch it, stay at home. It's trending.
It's trending, baby. It's Mommy's TV.
Turn the microphone on, Mommy's TV, baby. We're about to make it trending. Trending, trending. Trending with another time. You know what it is?
It's trending, baby.
Fadijo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're trying to, I think because you are moving around, so it's trying to interlude the network. So if you can place your phone, because people are really enjoying what we are talking about right now. So if you can place your phone somewhere that I can be brighter, or if you can be stable, I could have told you to get something.
That's what I figured out. Okay.
31 pay for me.
You're still doing all right.
I bought my way, I you late for me.
Just take me out.
Show my way, Ojelunje. Watch and solo, Ojelunje. So listen, make I tell you what thing I did think I'm not. And if you pay attention, you go understand. I just can't live my life on the low. And I no say nobody, so no do, gra for me. No do, I'm gonna no do, gra. My shabby, gra for me. My shabby, gra for me. Another round of fake girls in my gut. With the rap of dope, as I'm in the C2. I'm on the Jones and level, but I dey see through. I dey see what in their mind, and you know, say I feel don't do it. So now me we sing the attention song. Real baby, I don't come, no mention. And the more way. You know, fit understand my way. I just dey live my life on the low. And I no say nobody, so no do, gra for me. No do, I'm gonna no do, gra. My shabby, gra for me. My shabby, gra for me.
All because Namidi I'm a dada. That's the reason why she call me Don Dada. All because Namidi I'm a dada. That's the reason why she call me Don Dada. All because Namidi I'm a dada. That's the reason why she call me Don Dada.
Yeah, we're back again. We just go on a technical break because I'm not in Dallas right now, and my guest is also right there in Houston. Father Joe, are you there?
Yes, I'm here live.
Good. I'm happy we're back. You know, we're talking about strong people right now, which is women. They are very, very powerful. But
Yes,
we are still their boss. And no matter how, anyhow, we are still their boss. So it's good to be back right now. It's good to be back right now. So, yeah, my next question. But before I go there, let me say a big shout out to people watching us right now. Shout out to Mrs. Aderonke Okpafola Arije. God bless you for always supporting us. Shout out to my friend from day one, from day zero, Lekon Salami. God bless you, Olalekon. And shout out to Benjamin Olabode Osho. He said, nice one. Thank you, bro. Thanks for always coming up to support us. God bless you. And we have my boss. Somebody's talking right now. Ademola Ridwan. He said, but for the FCMB boss to have been so generous to that extent toward their family, it should have been cautioned. All right. And shout out to Ms. Aderonke. She said, well done, my brother. Thanks for supporting us. God bless you. And somebody said, it's not right. Ademola said, it's not right, Mr. Joe. The lady have the 100% blame on this matter. Okay, everybody has sent their opinion. And Ms. Aderonke said that is totally weakness. They call it weakness, but me, I will call this badness. It is bad. What is bad is bad. Let's call it spade a spade.
It is not right.
Wickedness. Because, yeah, that person can kill. Because I'm very sure that lady knows that those kids is not for her husband.
Definitely.
And she's living with those kids, seeing them every day, going out. The guy is picking them from school, paying their school fees, showing them love. Hey, people are devil.
I can assure you that it's possible that even the guy, the girl, and the boss, once in a while, they still talk about it. Those kids are used to it. I know my kids. I know my. They'll still be talking about it.
Yeah.
Definitely. They play with it in the office.
They say the guy collapsed. The guy cannot stay because he can't. I know that feelings because a lot of people say, oh, me, I cannot die. Oh, me, I cannot die because of if you are not in that guy's shoe.
Exactly. You have to be in people's shoe to understand what they are going through. You don't know how to react to a situation until you are in that situation.
Yeah. But Father Joe, I want to ask you this question. Let's assume, because before I ask you this question, shout out to Benjamin. He said, I think if we are to fear women in general, the most to be feared most should be our Nigerian woman. Yesterday, I was with one of my friends in a bar. We are chilling, we are drinking. And I'm looking at my guy's eyes, like, I said, are you sure you are okay? This is the second bottle of anything we are drinking this table. And you've been silent. It was like,
he's going through a lot.
He said, bro, I'm going through something. I said, what happened? He said, do you know last week, I was actually trying to go to Canada. I said, what happened? He said, do you know my Nigerian woman, she has killed me. She has done it. I said, what happened? She went through our wife phone. The kids were playing with the wife phone. And the guy collected the phone from it and was just trying to like, he said he never do it before, taking our wife's phone. He said he was just checking her messages and he was reading the message of a wife and American woman. I know you understand that.
Yeah.
He was killing that guy that if you let him get this thing done, he will fuck you up. He will not pay you all the money he's supposed to pay you. He will not do this thing. I don't want to talk into details. I looked down and I was like, well, what is the real story about? He said, I bring this woman myself from Nigeria. Myself. People told me, don't try it. This lady is not good. This lady is that. This is that. But, you know, he didn't listen to people. They bring this woman. The same woman now killing him. But I don't want to go there. That's another story for another day. Father Joe, if I'm your friend or your brother or you are in this shoe of this guy, what will you do?
Like I always tell people, in a case like this, I know it is hard sometimes for us to make that decision. The best thing is to walk away. Because while there is life, there is hope. Because after you kill yourself, finish. Okay, after this man has killed himself, finish. Would the woman stop sleeping with the boss? No. Now the boss has the whole house to come and be sleeping. So at the end of the day, you are the one that wasted your life. Your family are the one that are going to lose you. Your children are going to lose you. If they are 3 children and one is yours, that one has lost a father. Your mother and father, they may still be alive, they lose you. Your brothers, your cousins, your friends.
Yeah.
This good life, you have lost it. And you're not sure that you're going to heaven if there is one. Because you kill yourself. So you're guilty before God. So instead of killing yourself, I know it is hard. There's no even point killing the woman. Leave her alone. Just walk away. End that relationship, walk away to go and start your new life. Because this life is beautiful. Aye Kanoa in my song, one life to live. So live your remaining life. Whatever happened to you, it has happened before.
That's happened before.
You are not the first person. And you are not going to, after you, there will be another person.
Yeah.
So there's no point killing yourself or I'm going to kill her and kill myself. No. Pick your stuff and walk away. There's one thing I tell my woman. I say, madam, I see women do something. They go and build us and say, okay, I'm not going to let my husband know. She said, no, wahala. When you build the house finish, the day I can't know. Later say you build the house. That is the day we go end the relationship. You don't no problem. If you can build house at my back, you can kill me at my back. Period.
Yeah.
You know, if you are building the house, are you building it for yourself or for us? I am the man that's supposed to say, oh baby, let's build us, so let's go join together. Anything that makes you plan to buy land for your name, to do roofing for your name, and finish it and say, oh baby, I just built a new house, surprise for you. No, it's not a surprise. You can kill me if you can do that. There are some things that you don't do surprise for. You can do for me a surprise birthday. That's beautiful.
Yeah. But building your own house. Foundations everywhere.
And you are telling me, no, you can kill me. That's what it means. And you are talking to carpenter inside my house, and I don't know.
Bricklayers, everyone are working out.
Auntie, we are doing roofing tomorrow, and I didn't know. And you now finish. You now say, "Oh baby, oh, see our house, our waiting." No, that is your house. Who moved there? So a lot is going on in our country. It's going on, especially among our women. Some of them, not all of them.
Some of them.
Poverty and greed. Poverty is not a disease. It is the greediness part of it. If you check my Instagram, I was responding to Bobrisky a couple of days ago. I don't follow him anyway. So, but sometimes when I see something wrong on the internet, you know, as an influencer, I talk about it.
Right?
When he said, "Oh, the reason why he's doing what he's doing because of poverty, no money," no. I said, no. You don't because of poverty start doing gay and sleeping around. No, what you are doing is prostitution. Period. You are not doing gay.
Don't package it.
So don't package it. Those who are doing LGBT, they are faithful to their partner. What you are doing is simply just messing around. So don't call it you are gay and you are sleeping around, and now you are telling other women they can sleep around. Not the problem. It's a normal thing. All of these things are affecting our women who are following these people, and they are leading them astray. So the same thing with this woman. What she has done is wrong. There is no explanation for it.
There's no any excuse.
But for the man to kill himself, no. You are guilty with your children you left. You are guilty with your family. You are guilty to God. You are guilty to yourself. And the good life you have left, maybe you have another 40 years. That there are people that come to this world and never had a baby. They didn't kill themselves.
Right?
So just take it as in, okay, I have a job. It's okay. Move out of my house and back to your boss, to your husband.
Right?
Let the kids decide. These kids can decide to say that we want you as your father. We don't even want the man. It's possible.
Yeah, because they don't know that man.
The kids don't know this man. You can bring the kids down and let them know. I've raised you. I raised your mother, but look at what your mother has done to me.
Yes.
I can assure you, those kids will stick with that man and say, "Dad, it is you that's going to be our father, not that man we don't know."
You will.
It is not everybody. It is not. It's everybody that is going to give us about that's our own. There are some people that will see as father that nobody them born us biologically. Right. So fathership these days it's not about just being biological. People have dropped kids, so these kids could have chosen this man. So killing himself is not the solution.
It's not.
He would have just disgraced the woman, send the woman out, and let the kids decide what they want to do. And if the kids say they want to go with the man, that's fine.
And you can see how other kids. You are a man. You can see born other kids. They will grow.
Exactly. At 90, look at at 90, Baba is still giving birth to twins, right? To triple. So why would you? So killing yourself is the weakest thing to do. But then you cannot blame him.
You cannot tell him what he can do.
He was unable to handle the situation. I'm sure if he had a second thought, he wouldn't have done it.
Wow. Shout out to everybody watching us right now. I still have my guests right here. I have a very limited time now. The show is going to an end now. But before the show goes to an end, and I ask the next question to my baddest guest today, Father Joe. I feel like running this show with you because you are on point. You're on point. Shout out to Ellen DePaul in Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Discovery Home in Houston. Shout out to Air Rookie. Shout out to C&Ho Custom Wigs. Shout out to Estella. And shout out to Trendy Touch Makeover. Shout out to MJ Personal Shopper in Houston. And shout out to Deco by Coda. Shout out to Zilly Merrick. And shout out to Club Kalakutan in Indianapolis. Go on my page and click on the link. So, Father Joe, I won't lie to you. If I sometimes when I see myself in this country and I see the way women do some things in this country, I feel like, why am I here? Because it's like I'm seeing something I can never imagine seeing before. And let me tell you one thing. Do you know nowadays, most women in Nigeria, they don't fuck up much. The one here in abroad, they have the highest fuck up.
You're right.
They don't care. Let me read something else from my Facebook page. Shout out to Joss Anjos. He said, Nigerian women need to reset and repair their image. Men cheat, but Nigerian women cheat and make it higher ground that most men are scared to marry one. And if they do, it is welcoming stress. Don't get me wrong. There are great, lovely Nigerian women out there with exceptional character and loving, caring.
That's
God
true.
bless you, my brother. I feel you. Another one said, Benjamin Olabode Osho, he said, Nigerians are known with entitled feelings. This is what makes our Nigerian women today never to be content regardless how you try to satisfy them. That is deep. God bless you, my brother. And just said, this world is too beautiful to commit suicide. Step out and reset. God bless you, Charles and Joss. Benjamin said, the best is for all Nigerian men to be more conscious. To be more conscious. That one there is very, very deep. It's very, very deep. And shout out to Abosede Adeniji Labosh. God bless you. Shout out to Tom Brown and shout out to Awoyemi. Now,
you cannot police a woman. She will do what she will do.
They will do what they were gonna do. No matter. Let me just sing one song. Sometimes when I listen to that music, it's crazy and it's funny, but it's reality.
Mm-hmm.
He said, no matter what you do for your woman do.
Abi.
Woman do. Not all woman. But I said, in this social media life, 60% of women out there, they can do anything.
Barely.
Because you said something in the beginning of this show that they want to wear Brazilian hair. And one thing I don't understand nowadays about Nigerian women is they all want to bleach.
All of them.
What makes them think it is all man wants a fair woman?
All of them.
What are they thinking?
We're not projecting blackness. The world love blackness. How do we make our skin glow? But everything you are bleaching it. Everybody's bleaching. Bleaching. And that is something I would like to talk about one of these days on my show. And the next question now, Father Joe. I won't lie to you. I have my own experience when it comes to marriage and relationship. I believe you have yours too. Everybody have their own. Well, we all do. When it comes to relationship and marriage. But I won't lie to you, men in abroad, in London, in America, in France, in anywhere in abroad, we are going through a lot. Through a lot. No doubt.
I don't know why. There was just some women, when they become a nurse or they are making same money with their husband is making, they just forget all the quality of being a wife. What is your advice? How can most men in abroad, because I know in Nigeria, women don't fuck up much. Like they do, but not much. Because they know they can beat you to stupor. They can do anything for you. But in this abroad, they know they have rights. They can do this, they can do that. They know nobody's going to touch them. What is your advice for men?
Before I talk about my advice, there's one thing I realized. I realized that the country that we come to, this abroad that we're talking about, the people we come to stay with in this part of the world, they are even more responsible than some of us that come from overseas.
Why?
Be it London, be it America, be it anywhere, any Oyibo land, you will see that the Oyibos, they stay more married with their husband than we Africans that comes, to live with them. There are more single mothers of foreigners than single mothers of people that we boast of in this country. Because two things. One, like I said, poverty is part of it.
Yeah.
We come from a country where there's nothing. So once you come here and you start making that dollar, okay, I'm making $20 per hour. I can do without him. He cannot do anything. That's where arrogance sets in. I should start making money. Arrogance sets in. Two, the country also has a law, some couple of laws that are favorable to women.
Right.
There is nothing wrong to have those laws favorable to women. They were made for their own country. But our women now come to it and now begin to exploit it to their own advantage.
Wow.
One police officer told me one day, and I'll share that with you. And I want to share with everybody listening. The police officer said that there are more Nigerian emphasis. He mentioned Nigerian women calling police on their husband more than even with the Americans. A white cops, white police officer said, "What's going on with you guys?" She was just talking to me and said, hey, we're talking because I went to settle issue somewhere. So we're talking, and he said, "Oh, we're just got talking." I said, "There are more Nigerian, women calling, cops on their husband than even the Americans. So what's going on? What happened to African women?" So because there is a law in this part of the world, a lot of our women are using the law to punish their husband, even when it's not supposed to be so. So there is nothing much a man can do, especially in this part of the world, because most of the things our women are doing abroad, they cannot do 10% of it where we are coming from.
Yeah, they can.
They cannot do. Let's even forget about a man beating you to stupor, because the kind of community we live in a community where before you do anyhow, even neighbors will call you and say, "Auntie, you are fucking up your girl's husband now." Ordinary neighbors before family. Yeah. But when we come abroad, there is no family, there is no neighbor, everybody's on his own. Now we do everything we can do. And we now get small dollars to join it, small pants to join it. Finish. The man is nothing anymore. He's no longer the head of the family. He's just, we are the same. So the advice I will give our men is, we're going to have different advice because we have different women. You're going to manage your home the best as you can manage it. Manage it the best as you can manage it. Don't let a woman run you to kill yourself. Don't let a woman run you, to go and commit suicide.
Yeah.
And don't let a woman run you to go to jail. Because after you go to jail finish, she will continue and enjoy her life. So we just have to, depending on your situation, find a way to manage it. Everybody is going through something. Nobody has a perfect marriage. Even your pastor that you are calling to does not have a perfect marriage in his home. Every woman will different things. So let's find a way to manage it. Knowing that we are abroad. And everything is not going to us in this part of the world.
Are you hearing me, Father Joe?
I can hear you.
We can't discuss this finish. I'm very sorry. My time is off because my slot on this program is finished already, and other people or other AOPs are at my back. They want to come in to do their own show too. I really appreciate. But Father Joe, we have the part 2 of this show, and it's going to be next week. Please,
no problem.
Everybody joining me right now. I really appreciate all of you. And please, Father Joe is coming back next week. We cannot finish this topic, but I want us to finish it. So this is the part 1. So the part 2 is going to be next week. And this part is going to be cheating in a marriage. So next week, I will bring you back on the show, Father Joe. I really appreciate. God bless you. Shout out to everybody supporting us. Shout out to all our sponsors, our vendors. Shout out to my guest today, Father Joe. Go on YouTube and check it out. Eru Oba, right?
Eru Baba Oba.
Eru Baba Oba. Go on YouTube and check his movie out. Eru Baba Oba. Shout out to Casey, my producer. God bless you. Shout out to Benjamin. Shout out to Joss and Joss. He said, my mentor, who is also state judge, broke it down. She said the divorce rules was set up to protect female during the Vietnam War when men refused to come back to marriage after the war. God bless everybody. See you guys next week, same time. Shout out to Father Joe. One love, my brother.
Let's go.
See you guys next